Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery putting out the first video for 2018. Wanted to go ahead and throw up a quick one on a number of Reates that I just finished up yesterday. Wanted to get these posted. Two of them with the beautiful damasteel blades are for one of my VIP customers. Really happy with the way all of these turned out. Let's go ahead and just kind of jump right on in. Go ahead and hit these one at a time. Go ahead and start with this Mini Horizon D. The damasteel is just beautiful on these knives. I really like the patterns. They've got a big variation in different patterns that they're coming out with. It just gives it such a nice, classy touch. This one's a pattern that I really haven't noticed before. I really like how you've got the bubbles, then it goes into the waves, and then they have that grind where you can see they ground into the different layers. I love that you get the pattern all throughout. Even on that top little tiny edge, you can see the pattern in the damasteel. Bottom of the flipper, even in the areas where it's been jimped, so you can flip it nice. Flipping action on these Horizon Ds is very good. I've yet to find one that has any issue at all. We went with a high voltage blue that kind of tealed up just a little bit, but this one has got a serious buff on it. This one and the Starboy are both buffed out to a super high buff. I won't be doing too many more of these super high buffs. You can't see, well, I guess you can a little bit in that shadow. It's got a very fine milling texture to the handle, and it just wreaks havoc with the buffing and getting the anodizing to look very uniform. So these, I'm very happy with the way these turned out. There was a lot of extra work that went into these, so you won't see too many that are in stock that are at this level of a high polish. And I doubt you're going to see high polish like this out there anywhere from many of the other people that are doing anodizing, just because the amount of work that goes into trying to get these things to look exactly the way they should is pretty crazy. So I really like the gold hardware. The carbon fiber on these are really nice. Definitely no rough spots or anything like that. Lockup is at 5 to 10%. And look at that damasteel blade centered in there perfectly, right on the tip of the back spacer. Of course, we got the gold back spacer and pocket clip. Just flips like a champ. So very, very nice looking knife. Very happy with the way that one turned out. And I will say the same about the Starboy here. This one was blue stonewashed. And man, when I buffed that stonewash off, the stonewash had all kinds of scratching underneath it. So it really took quite a bit of work to get this high polish. I did a couple others that were buffed out, but this one is definitely the highest polish that I had done on any of these. And it turned out great. That gold with the damasteel just looks so sharp together. And yet another different variation in the damasteel pattern. You have your Tashibaruka symbol, because of course he's the designer on the Starboy as well as the Future. So very cool knife. I love the way they've cut out the top of that, and the damasteel just takes this to a whole nother level. Beautiful knife, centered up right there. I like how they got that cut out. You can see it. You can see the tip of the blade, but of course you're nowhere near the tip of the blade sticking out, or I'd be cutting the heck out of myself. So just perfectly designed. Great little knife. I like the flipper on this one. It's more of a push down than a light switch. It's not this action, it's almost a straight down. Really nice. I guess there's a tiny bit of back motion, but really flips beautifully. Lockup again is 5–10%. Really happy with the way this one turned out. So just some crazy mirror polishing on this one. And of course we went with the silver hardware, so it didn't take too much away from the damasteel blade. So two beautiful knives. Like I said, can't be happier with the way the two of these turned out. Let's go ahead and jump in. Here is another mini Horizon D. This one is blue with heavy purple hues. Depending on the light and the angle, you've got a lot of purple hue in there. This one was buffed and then stonewashed and given a bronze stonewash. So that buffing almost throws the stonewash look off, but you got a nice bronze stonewash in there. But it looks really sharp together. I kind of like that buffed look with the stonewash instead of necessarily the matte look with the stonewash. We went bronze on all the hardware, pocket clip, backspacer, screws and everything. So gives you that little bit more rugged look. And if you're going to be carrying the knife, it's going to hide your wear a little bit better. Because, I mean, anodizing is oxidation. It's not a coating, it's actually a layer of oxidation that the light is refracting and giving you the different colors. So this one will be a real good one for hiding wear and tear. Of course, you are back up at the M390 steel. Lockup again is really nice and early, about 10%. So let me see if I can get a better... My lighting's not quite right. It really is at 10%. Looks like it's not there, but it is. I mean, that's full force. That's not going anywhere. So, sorry, my lighting's a little bit off there. And centering is looking good. I always look at the tip on the center of the backspacer because it gives you a better idea. If you look from side to side on the blade, depending on the angle I hold it at, it looks like it's off center. So I always try to go by the tip to the backspacer, and that one is nicely centered. So that's a pretty cool looking one. I do have another Starboy here that is pretty wild looking. This one was a tealy green buff out that I did some sanding on and gave it a purpley bronze roughed up feeling. You've got bronze hardware on it and just went for like a bright scuffed up feeling on it. All the edges have that same bronzy to it with the purple going through it. Really a cool looking little knife. So again, lockup is nice and early. And these things just flip like a dream. You just got to get used to not being necessarily well, I guess you can't light switch it, but it comes out a little faster if you're not quite light switching it. Again, centered up, right into the center of that little swedge or cut out there. Just a cool looking knife. Now this one is the RWL34 steel. It is another steel produced by damasteel. Another of your powdered steels that really does hold up nicely. I'm not a metallurgist, but a lot of the big people are using it. Brian Ty works with it a lot. I've got 2 Brian Ty customs that I carry on a daily basis, and the edge is really held up. So that RWL34 really does seem to do a pretty good job. So very happy with that one. And then the last one for today, we've got another one of our K3s. Buffed out the stonewash that they had put on it, hit it with a green, and then I gave it a cool blue stonewash. So you got blue stonewash and blue hardware pocket clip, the whole 9 yards. So that turned out pretty nice looking. Very happy with the way that looks. Cool knife. I really like the Tonto blade on this. It's got a compound grind, you got flat grind up front, you got hollow grind through here, nice swedge at the top. This is one that I can really see getting in there and using. It is a little bit lower price point. You're looking at $325 to $335 on this one when it's anodized. But at that price point, you're definitely out there. You can use it, that type of thing. Some of your other Reates, they get pricey quick. Not that you're not getting exactly what you pay for, because the quality on these Reates is just phenomenal. The fit and finish, the overall product that you're getting out of these Reate knives is just really nice. High-end, mid-tech type knives that are designed very nicely, and the execution on the machining and the overall fit and finish is just great. So very happy with this first video for 2018. Looking forward to another great year. I want to thank everybody that helped support us through 2017. Definitely the biggest year we've had so far, and we hope to continue growing. Got a number of shows that we're looking at doing this year, as well as getting real excited because it is that time of year. We've got SHOT Show coming up this month, and of course all of the new designs for Zero Tolerance will be released, as well as a couple other manufacturers, and we will be sure to get on the back orders for those as soon as those models are released, so we can get those in as soon as possible and get them out to you with a little bit of custom flair. Thank you again for all your help through 2017, and hope everybody had a good holiday, and I guess we will see you on the next video.